7 kids. 5 of them I was homeschooling. One of them was a 4-year-old, and then another one was a baby. One day, everything kind of just was at a standstill, and things were just not working out. I laid on my floor in my homeschool room, and I remember thinking, how am I supposed to do this? This is crazy. This is not what I signed up for. I needed peace, and I needed progress in my homeschool. I did get up off the floor, and then I got to work with figuring out when to do things and when the most important times were. And after a while, things got a little bit better. And so I found something, and that something was routines. Routines have saved my homeschool. So today I want to talk about routines and how we all need them. Even if you're a free spirit and you're a very spontaneous person, we all need routines. So I'm going to show you my homeschool routines. And then I'm going to also show you the things that I do as a mom. And then I'm going to show you my morning and my evening routines. And hopefully you can take some of my ideas and maybe implement a couple of them and see if they work for you. All right, here's my week. We are going to map it out and I'll show you. So on Mondays, my daughter starts at 9. I'm still getting ready, but 9 o'clock she starts. And then at 9:30, I am ready to start with her. At 12:30, we have yummy lunch. And in this block right here is where we have a lot of very important subjects. My kids do best with math, one of the first subjects, okay? Also, she has to do some language arts, things that are harder for her that she needs my help, so that's when we do it. We also do our unit studies during this time, and reading. So these are the things I want to make sure that are very, very important, so I want to make sure they happen. And so this block of time, 9:30 to 12:30, is designated for me as mom to help them with school. Then at lunch, we have a break, and at 1:30, my daughter will finish up anything that she did not get done here, plus extra things, and that usually takes about another hour. So here she finishes school. This is a time when I'm not really with her. This is when she's finishing on her own. Up here is practice piano, and actually her piano sometimes happens right here. And then when we come back here during this time, I let her choose, but it has to be these things, all right? And then she finishes up with everything else that's left. Okay, now Monday and Friday are very similar in their schedules. Now at this 9:30 is where we would do a morning devotional. I forgot to say that. So we do a morning devotional at 9:30. So here we go. Here's the same schedule, so math. And then of course her piano practicing usually up here. Now we have our lunch at 12:30. And then I want to tell you about a little bit something different, but I'm going to save that for just a minute. Wednesday, it's a very different day from all other 4, okay? It looks like this. This is the blocks. So right here, this is 10:15, and this is about 3 o'clock. What this all is our co-op day, okay? So usually 9 o'clock to 10, she can be doing stuff here, practicing her piano. And so this day she doesn't really have math, but she can do other things like her reading and some language arts. But truthfully, this time is usually spent getting ready for this. That is the truth. I'm gonna have to admit it right now. And sometimes she has another little activity right here, or sometimes she plays with friends. So that day is really just mostly co-op. Okay, now we have Tuesdays and Thursdays left, and these two are very similar also, kind of like Monday and Friday, and actually they're very similar to this morning. My morning routines are very, very similar almost every day except Wednesday. Lunch, same process. The only difference here is after lunch at 1 o'clock, we actually do something different in the fact of my daughter and I, we do a preschool. I have 8 grandchildren right now, and I take them when they turn 3 years old. They have the option, if their moms want them to come to my house on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, and then we are done at 3:30 with the preschool. And then their moms come and pick them up about 4 o'clock. Okay? So, that's Tuesdays and Thursdays are very different. So that means this whole thing right here, we have to be very, very diligent in getting our school done. In order for us to get done and be able to do this, we've got people coming to our house. We've got things to do. Okay? Now, let's go back to a little bit to Friday. It's very similar to Monday. Nothing going on Friday. We don't have to go anywhere usually. I call them free Fridays, meaning if they get all of their school done here, that after lunch they're done if they get everything finished. So they are free right here. But, however, if they do not do their stuff, then they have to do like Monday, and at 1:30 they have to finish. So this is motivation. This is how I try and motivate my kids to get things done during the week. Now I'm going to go over my mom's routine. So let's talk about what I do as a mom, all right? So my morning schedule, okay, we'll call this AM, and this is school. The morning, I get my exercise in. I study scripture. I also get ready. And then I do jobs. Then, of course, I do school, and I talked about that before. And then on Mondays, I have this big block before dinner, and these are the things that are, this is mom's time, especially on Monday. This is where I do a lot of my work, kind of stuff like that. Right here, this is lunch, right? This is lunch. This right here, I get meal prep going. I do more household jobs. I sometimes will do a little bit of email or texting. I really try not to do any of that in here. This might be calls also if I have to call somebody. I try and keep this only school. School only. Then after lunch, when my daughter, I kind of check on my daughter and make sure she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, where she's supposed to be at. Then I have a little bit of time. Then, of course, we get to meals and dinner time. And hopefully I've put something in at lunchtime, or I've gotten the stuff out of the freezer or whatever. Then I do a little bit of dinner prep. We have dinner. So this is dinner prep. This is when we eat. Kitchen cleanup. Then, of course, we have a little thing on Monday nights. We have a family home evening. As a family, we do something. We play games. We talk, read scripture. And then, of course, then I have my nighttime routine. As you can see on Monday, I have all of my routines planned out to the end of the day. And the reason I do that is because it helps me to remember not to waste my time. So let's just say that you can just basically do the same thing here. Every day I do my morning routine. And then of course we do the school. And this one's a little longer, this one's the co-op. On Tuesdays I have a little lunch, not big, and then I do preschool. And then the same is I do some dinner prep. And then I actually have a little bit of time for mom, and then I do my night routine. Okay, so this is basically exactly what it all is. It's all basically the same. Let's talk about Friday. Friday's a little different. Friday, I do my morning routine, I do the school, I do the lunch, and then I do mom time like I do on Monday. And then I have a date with my husband, date night, And then we have evening night routine, which is basically coming home and vegging out. Routines are awesome. I thrive when I have routines. I am just going to show you my morning routine and my nighttime routine. Morning, I am up and I get ready with exercise clothes. But I don't necessarily exercise right away. Now this up depends on how much rest I get. I like to get up at 5:45 a.m., but it just depends. So I'm up and I'm in my exercise clothes, but what I first do is I actually do my scriptures, study, and some meditation, all right, for about hopefully 1 hour. And then I exercise, and that is about 50 minutes. And then I do jobs, which are things like breakfast, laundry, cleanup. Also, I'm getting ready, and I clean my bathroom. If I don't get up, a lot of these things don't happen. Just saying. Nighttime. My routine at nighttime is harder because sometimes it is just crazy. I try to stop whatever I'm doing, and then I get ready for bed. I am planning for the next day. I plan for tomorrow. I sometimes relax. Anything that kind of gets me relaxed so that I can sleep. And then we have family prayer, and then I go to bed. This is the most important thing that I need to be doing, is going to bed. Because if I don't get bed, I don't get up. And if I don't get up, I don't get these things in. And if I don't get these things in, I am one sad mama. These morning and night rituals are so critical to my success. Yes, routines can get boring. And so every once in a while, you go on vacation. You have summer. You do something a little different. You have spring break. You stop doing the routines for a little teeny bit, but then you come right back. Routines are just a way to make sure everything gets done and that we have progress and peace. And so I know sometimes even with routines, we still have our days where we're discouraged and we're not very motivated. But don't give up, and maybe watch another one of my videos. I have one about encouragement, and I also have one of how to stay motivated. See you on those next videos. Toodles. Well, that was long.